Hey folks, Sylvia's here, back on Leaf. I'd like to point out a minor annoyance I have, right? I'm just gonna, you'll see this here, right? Alright, logging back in. It always puts me in the doorway. Crap drives me nuts. Oh boy, whatever. Alright. So, I didn't realize I'm quite close to the depot there. Oh, look at that. Got my bag of apples, or whatever it's called. Alright. Super excited about that. Super, super, super excited about that. Alright, I'm going to dump my crap here. We are going to head off to Thace to try to get myself a mount. Where that ultimately fails, I'm going to cry a little bit inside. From Thace, I feel like I need to sneeze. I got a sneeze in the works. From Thace, we're off to Port Hope. We're going to pick up... Because I finished my tasks, right? Let me double check that as I auto walk to the boat here. Killing in the name of mammoths. Alright, yeah, we're good. Alright, so we're going to turn in my tasks. Pick up Carniphila. And then we're going to go try to task Carniphila. We'll see how that goes. I'm making no guarantees, but we're going to try. We're also going to kill any tarantulas we see on the way. We're not going to dedicate our time to killing tarantulas, though, so we're just going to hope for the best again. Hi. Face. Yes, sir. It has been a while since I've been on Leaf, I feel like. Let me go disappoint myself here. What am I looking at equipment? I guess a new shield is the only equipment I'm really looking to purchase. Yeah, probably. Maybe I could pick up an elvish bow. I'm actually considering taking a bow and, some flame arrows just for when I first go down. Because I really want to kill the Carniphila that are going to be there as soon as possible. And then, focus on whatever else is next. I don't want to have to deal with the low hit rate of spears, in other words, is what I'm getting at. But I think it'll be fine. Maybe if I grab a bow and just 100 flame arrows or something like that, I don't know. 100 flame arrows is a decent amount of cash. Can I kill these guys? How good am I actually at using... Oh, I'm pretty good at using this hammer. That's cool. Sort of. Never mind. It's whatever. We're just gonna go to that witch lady so that I can go fail at getting a donkey again. I really, really hope I don't fail, because these things are stupidly expensive. So, just on a side note, this will probably be more relevant to my American viewers than other guys. I do not believe Comcast is an international company all that much. I think it's mostly an American company. I could be wrong. For those who don't know, Comcast is an internet, phone, and cable provider. They're voted one of the worst companies each year. I don't know. Everybody hates Comcast. Which is strange to me, because I used to have Comcast. That is a really loud car. Alright. By the way, the wiki says you need to use it on other creatures, but you can totally use it on her if you're close enough to her that she turns herself into an animal. What? So I failed the transfer? That was weird. It'd be cool if I could have gotten her into an actual corner of sorts, as opposed to what I did manage to get her into. And now we're just gonna wait. This is kind of annoying. Anyway, yeah, everybody hates Comcast, and I don't know. I used to have Comcast, and I always found Comcast to be very, very perfectly fine. I don't know if I mentioned this in any of my videos. I feel like I may have, but I don't know. By the way, this is obnoxious. Thank God. Oh, are you kidding me? And then I didn't click on it fast enough? That was amazing. Jesus. I don't know, I had Comcast. I never found them to be, overly expensive or anything like that. I feel like I told this story before, but one time I had, I was trying to watch, it was actually a boxing match, just for the record. On not pay-per-view, but on, on demand. It was summertime. It was kind of late. I want to say 11 p.m., 11 at night. Dude, can I just turn into a donkey? Oh, good. For real. For real. Anyway. So I'm, like, watching the match, and my cable box kept, like, resetting itself for some reason. So it would just kind of, like, turn off. You know, I'd lose the match. I'd have to wait for it to turn back on to get anything. This crap is annoying. Why is he trying to attack the old witch? What is this dude doing? You know... I don't know if... Does Leaf have blessings right now? Oh my god. I'm actually slightly concerned that this dude will attempt to kill Leaf and I'll lose my, my bag of apples. Okay, almost. Anyway. So then it took a while, like, it took a little bit of time for the, Really. Great. Fantastic. Failed again. Thank you, game! Alright, so it took a while for the... Thank you, AVG. Restarting my computer. Postpone. Oh, God. I have to go back and put another offer up. I don't want to deal with this. Jesus. Oh, my God. Yep. Alright. I'm trying to, like, metabolize my despair right now. You know, like, process it, get it out of my system, go back to the story. It's taken a little bit out of me, but I'm trying. Alright, so... Jesus, I'm annoyed, though. Anyway. 1 second, pause. Alright, probably good. Anyway. God. So, it kept happening. Each time it would happen, I'd have to, like, wait for the cable box to, like, reset itself so I could get back on the on-demand and actually, like, start it. And then after, I'd get maybe, like, 5-10 minutes in, and then it would happen again. Oh, we got fighting going on out there. Apples. Let's see how... Alright, spell it correctly. Apple. Oh, wow, the price drastically went down. How much did I... I hate everybody. Alright, well, we're going to Port Hope, because screw this. So, hopefully nobody takes a shot at me. God. Part of me wants to just have Dao, like, cheat and give it to me, but that's, against the rules. And I never got around to selling those things to Dao either. Keep forgetting about it. Whatever. Don't cares. So anyway, after a while, I got, like, irritated enough. I called them up. I'm like, yeah, could you guys, like, reset the thing? They go through all the steps. They reset it. And one of the things that's notable to the story is that it was summertime and I had my air conditioning on. And I get really bad cell phone reception in my house because a little bit down my backyard is like a massive radio tower, and it kind of interferes with cell phone reception. So I need to be able to, like, hear everything perfectly. So that means, I, like, turn off the AC, that way I can hear better. So the problem gets fixed, I turn the AC back on, I go back to watching my boxing match, and it starts happening again. So ultimately, just as a spoiler, what was happening was the air conditioner, when the compressor would kick on, it would draw enough power from the outlet that the cable box would run out of power, and it would, like, shut itself off, and then it would have to go through a reset. So that's what was happening. Anyway, though, when I called him back, like, 30 minutes later, what had happened was the day had changed. It went from 11 to, like, 12:30 a.m. or something like that. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I had stuff in here. Yeah, why not? Let's actually do this. Do I need that many of them, though? I probably don't need that many. Because I only need to clear out the, like, the first area. Whoops, no, I wanted to take... I wanted to take that amount. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. We'll leave my mammoth whooper behind, too. I definitely don't need that. And it weighs a bunch. Alright. We're going to deposit all, and then buy some additional spears. And then we're going to go try this. Also, I'm going to pick up the Carniphila task. For now, though, withdraw. Let's withdraw just 300. Yes. Alright, cool. Do I have... Are my hotkeys set to use potions? My hotkeys are definitely not set to use potions. Good to know. Or are they? I think they are. Alright, I think we're fine with the potions. I might want to buy some potions, though. Royal spears. Alright, I don't want to buy that many. Let's buy... There we go. That should be sufficient, and I'll buy a couple more mana pots just in case things go poorly with the Carniphila. I also... Wrong NPC. I also hope that nobody's hunting there. It's the kind of the best place to try to get carrots on a stick to tame a terror bird. Mana pots. There we go. Alright, good enough. So we're just going to go to Grizzly Adam, report the success, pick up the new task, and then we're off we go, okay? Huzzah! So anyway, you know, when I called them, they were like, oh yeah, I see you called about this problem yesterday, too. Now, I hadn't called yesterday. I technically had, but I'd only called an hour ago, but, you know, the date changed. So they said, you know, since you've been having this problem for 2 days, we'll just send a technician out to get this fixed as soon as possible. So they sent a technician out the next day. So that was my, like, one of my experiences with Comcast. I always thought they were really helpful, then they had, you know, good customer service and stuff like that. And there was a lot of stuff, like, recently kind of in, like, tech news and stuff like that, where apparently it's, like, incredibly hard to cancel your Comcast service. Everybody was like, oh my god, they put me on hold forever, and then I had to, you know, they kept trying to, like, sell me on a different deal and stuff like that. Alright, I canceled my Comcast service a while ago. The reason why I canceled my Comcast service... You've killed Hyde. Up for another hunting mission? Just hit, say, task. Jolly good job you did there, but now I have a special task for you. The citizens of Sforgon live in fear because of a frightfully bad-tempered mammoth they call Blood Tusk. Go there and put an end to it. Happy hunting. Alright, I want... Oh, I have to get a promotion. Promotion! What's this promotion do for me? Gives me 5,000 EXP. I'm a huntsman. Alright, I can sell trophies now. That's cool. Alright. I will probably put some trade offers in for, various trophies, but I'll do that at the end. For now, though, I want to pick up the Carniphila task. Carniphilas. Damn walking weed thingies. You'll find them deeper in the jungle. We need 150 for our society. All right, let's do this. So I'm gonna walk this way because I did not get to the point where I can use the boat, which is a shame. If you could use the boat, taking the boat to the ape city is probably the easiest way to do things. Anyway. So when I canceled them, the reason why I was canceling them was because Verizon sent a salesman out, and he just happened to, like, come up to my house. Verizon's another internet service provider, in case you guys don't know. And the Verizon salesman basically offered me exactly everything I had, but for, like, way less money as a, like, bundle thing if I signed up for a 2-year contract. So I did. So I had to call and cancel my Comcast. So, I called him, and I lied. You know, I'm almost positive I did say this in one of my videos, but whatever, I'm just gonna repeat myself. I lied. I said, yeah, I'm moving in with my parents. And they already have service. And they said, oh, okay. And then they canceled my service for me. It was literally that easy, people. There was no arguing. There was no, like, them trying to convince me otherwise. I just told them I had to cancel my service because I was going to get new service, or I was going somewhere else. There's, like, they don't need to know the true story. They just need to know as much as they need to know. Like, don't overthink things. So anyway, everybody, Comcast gets a lot of flack. On the other hand, now I've had Verizon for 2 and maybe a quarter of a year. And I've had problems with Verizon. Let's see how this goes. It's going poorly since I'm just missing every attack, which is awesome. Carniphila, by the way, in case you're wondering, will kill things that are in their way. Alright. So don't think that those poison spiders would provide any kind of protection for me. I generally have had no problems with Verizon, for the most part. But, so my 2-year contract was up, right? So I called to renew. And they told me, like, the bundle deal that they had given me originally was just so good that they couldn't keep it. They couldn't give me that same deal. Now, to be sure, right, like, they're not really selling me a product per se, they're selling me a service, and whether or not I'm using the service, their, like, costs to maintain it are basically the same. So, like, in theory, they could give me the service for free. It's not really costing them anything. Like, where, you know, if I was, like, manufacturing, I don't know, shoes, there's a cost associated with producing each pair of shoes. So there's a price point where I have to, you know, price my shoes at $30. Because if I price them under that, I'll be losing money on each pair of shoes that I'm producing. Now, that's like an oversimplification to like a massive extent, because, you know, like, I'm not actually producing the shoes when somebody orders one. I'm already producing the shoes, and also I have, like, you know, shipping and, like, you know, other expenses that aren't based purely on manufacturing each individual shoe. However, it's not that much of an oversimplification. Alright, this is a good example here, though, because now I've got 2 of them. Whoop. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I mean, I did fine with 2 Carniphila on me. I was a little concerned what would happen, although definitely, like, going down that staircase is going to be way scary. Because I can get, like, 3 or 4 of them right on me. The important thing, though, like I was saying, is to kill them as fast as possible. Like, if they're hitting me, I'm already in, like, a disaster mode. So, losing the, like, defensive boost of my shield isn't actually going to be a big deal. Plus, they have, like, an Exori Berserk, and then the powerful range attack, so most of their damage can't even be blocked with a shield in the first place. So it doesn't matter, is what I'm getting at. That said, I would love it if all this crap was getting off of me. Go through there. Thank you. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully I don't just die. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hey, look, he killed the thing. Ah, crap. Getting a little bit more blocked in than I would like to. Also, I definitely did not bring enough potions. For sure, did not bring enough potions. Alright. I think I should actually probably effectively kill all this stuff because it's getting in my way. Yeah, I mean, we're going to see how this goes. I definitely did not bring enough potions, though. For sure. For sure. Am I even regenerating? Okay, I am regenerating. I don't know if there's a food source where I'm going. I brought some of the mushrooms. I guess I can just eat those. Whatever. I don't care. Where are you going? That way? Okay. Boop. Did not realize I couldn't move there. It'd be awesome if you would just die. Die better. God. Like, I hate using spears. Oh my god. They're so crappy. Like, if I was using a bow, and, like, the reason why I'm not using a bow, by the way, is just because of the fact, like, I can't really afford the arrows at this point. But if I was using a bow, I would be actually, like, hitting these things and killing them before they get up to me. Whereas now I'm just kind of letting them all get up to me. Whatever. Sorry, Verizon tells me they can't give me the exact same bundle. I was being shown. Oh. I really wish I had noticed that this event was happening. So this is like the ape god or something has walked through here. I'm actually gonna get an achievement for going up here. Supposedly these elephants are more likely to drop tusks. I'm not 100% certain how true that is. Yeah, it would have been awesome to know that this was here, by the way. I'll definitely come back here on Data and make a video here, though, just on a side note. Yep, poor dude. Oh, snap. As I'm commenting on the poor dude, I'm about to join him. Did that elephant drop anything? No? Okay, that elephant actually dropped nothing. Achievement acquired! These elephants, when they haste, because they do haste, are about as fast as level 200, I think. I do know, for example, like, Sylvius was not able to outrun them. Yeah. Let's see, did this dude drop anything? Nope. That or somebody already looted him. Yeah, to be fair, like, those elephants are actually pretty dangerous. Oh, God. No wonder why I couldn't cure the paralyzation. I didn't have any mana. A slight downside to the whole putting yourself on ignore, so that way you don't see your spells, is that you don't see your spells and then aren't aware that you're not casting them. Yeah, these terrified elephants are actually cool. You can see if you look at my map, by the way, that I'm like rewriting my map. This used to be all like filled with trees under normal circumstances, and now it's like one big brown splotch. Alright. Any more elephants? Kill that terrified elephant. Anyway, back to the Verizon thing is, so like, yeah. They told me they couldn't give me the exact same deal. I was being charged elephant tusk. There we go. Huh, maybe they do, actually. I don't know. Like I said, when I was here with Sylvius, I killed all of them and then didn't get any tusks, so I don't know. Let's kill that centipede. There we go. And we'll just shoot him with that. There we go. There should be some of the footprints of the ape god around here somewhere. Oh, look, there's another one. Yeah, see, they're really fast. Which makes them super dangerous for low-level characters. Because you are not running away from one of these. The upside, though, is their haste isn't really a haste. It's like a, charge? Yeah, charge. Okay. I guess they do drop tusks more often. Alright, so this has actually been, like, ultra profitable for me, which is kind of awesome. Tusks are pretty expensive just in the first place, but they're definitely more expensive on, PvP worlds. Pretty much everything's more expensive on PvP worlds. That said, for whatever reason, Olympa has, a really high price for Tibia coins. I didn't actually check the price here, but I know when I made Rudis on Secura, I checked the price of the Tibia coins to see if maybe I could consider, like... I don't know if this is possible, by the way, but my plan was to buy Tibia coins on Olympa and then transfer them to Rudis and then have him sell them. That way I could kind of fund him. I'm not sure if that's possible, though. Like, so don't quote me on the feasibility of that. But yeah, there's like a 2K about difference in price between the two servers. And I definitely would not be happy with having to buy Tibia coins at 11K a piece and then transferring them to Rudis so that he could sell them at 9K a piece. So yeah, that's the end of that little event. That was kind of cool that I hit that, though. Slightly less cool in that it wasted a whole bunch of my resources before I got to where I'm even going, but... yeah, at this point I should probably head back. As annoying as this is, I should probably head back. The reason being, I don't have any mana pots. Yeah, I don't have any mana pots, which means I can't heal myself when I get paralyzed. So I can heal myself and like prevent myself from dying with the health pots, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll drink a health pot for now, though. Anyway, back to Verizon. So they couldn't give me the same deal, but so instead of paying $69.99 a month, they upped me to $79.99 a month. Which, like, okay, I'm not happy about it, but I mean, it's $10. And my current deal was already, like, to be fair, was like really good. And was a big improvement over what I was paying at Comcast. So, like, I'm not really going to complain and make, like, a big stink about it. All right? Oh. Okay. So, just to point out here. Normally... Wrong button. Normally, when I play Tibia, I keep the ambient light down really low. Because I think it looks cooler that way. Normally, when I do my videos, though, I keep it up at around 90. I think the lighting in Tibia is actually pretty cool, so that's why I do that. And I totally forgot to switch it before I made this video. My bad. Not that it really matters. Anyway, so yeah, in here we got mutated humans, which should be pretty solid money for me. Okay. Grab the mutated flesh. And what do we got? A bunch of gold. These guys aren't too dangerous for a paladin. You cannot stay diagonal to avoid their wave, as you can see there, because their wave hits the corners. You do want to avoid their wave, though. I don't think it'll deal too much damage, but... Huh, I lagged there. Whatever. So anyway, I get my first bill after, you know, switching to the new plan, whatever, with Verizon. And instead of 100, or instead of, 80... Was it? No, it was $79.99. Instead of $79.99, I got $119.99, which is a big difference. So I called him, told him what was up, you know, and when the guy put me on the plan, he said there was some kind of, like, weirdness with the plan, and it caused a problem. So he said he was, like, leaving a note in my folder. All right, hold on, let's do this. Come on, come on. I don't want to get too close to the spit nettles. That's how I ended up dying before, on Sylvius, actually. I, like, couldn't kill them fast enough because of the crappiness of spears. And then, like, ran too close over there because I did not want them to keep hitting me in melee. And then let all of these spit nettles just pound on me. And then I died. Whatever, though. So I was able to successfully get in here. Now it's just kind of how this will go. We'll play this by ear. So spit nettles are to the left. I'm going to go here to pick up that gold because I'm cheap. I'm going to equip my shield that I forgot to equip. Yeah, so I call him. When the dude, like, originally changed my thing, or, like, I renewed my contract, he said there was some kind of, like, weird issue where it didn't, like, receive it correctly. So in the off chance that I wasn't charged $79.99, he left a note in my folder that was like, this dude is supposed to have $79.99, make sure it happens if there's any issues. So of course there's issues. So, like, I explained the situation to him. I'm like, look, the guy said this might happen. He wasn't sure why. He left a note. Is there a note in my folder? And they're like, yes, there's a note in your folder. I'm like, all right. So, yeah, the guy said this might happen. I'm supposed to get $79.99. They're like, yes, that's what the note says. I'm like, okay, so can we make that $79.99? So, like, the dude gets back to me. You know, I stay on hold a whole bunch. Dude gets back to me, and he's like, okay, so here's what we can do for you. We can give you, like, HBO and Showtime and, like, additional premium channels. And I'm like, okay, no. Here's the thing, right? Most of the reason why I decided to take this Verizon bundle in the first place was because, for those who don't know, like a couple of years ago, I guess it would have been about 3 years ago, they stopped doing something with, like, antennas the way they worked, and you had to get, like, a digital converter box and something like that. The important part was it was a whole hassle, and it kind of changed how, like, TV was operated. And I live with my grandmother, and she just likes to watch, like, Dancing with the Stars, the news, and Dr. Oz. And other crap. Wow. Like that. Yeah, I definitely don't want to let the two Carniphila tag team me, if I can avoid it. Since we're just talking about powerful ranged attacks. Come on. Come on. I don't really want to waste mana for spells. Alright, wasting mana for spells. Like I said, I didn't really want to do that, because I need to save the mana for heals, but I just kept missing. Alright, so at the time I was just paying for internet. So I figured, you know, I'll get this bundle thing, since my grandmother was paying like $45 a month for phone. The phone would get, you know, hooked in. I'd be able to get her cable so that she could watch the channel she wanted to watch. She would pay me $45 a month, which is what she was paying for the phone, but now she would get phone and TV. So, like, everybody wins, sort of. So, you know, when the guy was like, oh, he was trying to upsell me, and I was like, look, I don't watch TV, and I don't use the phone service. The phone service is for my grandmother. She doesn't use anything fancy on the phone. She's not doing three-way calling. She's not calling long distance. It's basic stuff here. Alright? She's not watching HBO. She's watching basic, like, channels. I doubt if any of the channels she watches extend over the number, like, 30 or something like that. So no, you can't upsell me on this. So he kept trying to upsell me, and then I was like, look, I can't afford that. We gotta go with just... I need to be paying what I was guaranteed to be paid. Or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna try to fight these things. Hopefully they don't kill me. They're more EXP than any of the things I fought before on Leaf. Alright, that went well. That went well. I think they have like a wave or a beam. That's what I was scared about. And there should be one more. Yeah, Haunted Treelings. One more. I believe you see these guys a lot on Vengoth, and I've never been to Vengoth. So I'm not too sure anything about these guys. So, I mean, that went well. Alright. How am I on EXP? I don't want to level up. Okay. I don't want to level up with full mana like I always do. That crap's annoying. Yeah. The exact situation that I don't want to have happen. So eventually the dude's like, okay, I talked to my supervisor. My supervisor said, we don't know how to solve this problem because we're idiots, apparently. I don't really know. But that somebody would call me back within like 24 hours. It's the funguses. They're all invisible right now. There we go. Humorless funguses, hideous funguses, humongous funguses. You can't get to those. Although my understanding is those are all like incredibly tough monsters and would destroy my face if they got near me. Alright. I do not really want to go down there and kill the swamplings. I'm going to go eat the white mushroom, though. Oh, I'm full. We'll check that out. I don't want to get EXP for anything that isn't a task monster, basically. Because I'm a bum. So he tells me somebody will call me within like 24 hours. I'm, you know, unsurprisingly not convinced that that's going to happen. And then after 24, 48 hours, nobody calls me. So I let another billing period go by. I pay, I don't know if I mentioned this, but what had happened was I got charged $119. So I get charged $119 for the second month now. And I'm kind of irritated about this whole situation, right? So, and like, they still can't fix my problem, and I don't understand why. So yeah, it's been like 3 months, and they just cannot fix my problem. I finally got somebody that could, like, actually, like, communicate with me. And she told me that the bundle that I was, like, they were trying to put me in doesn't exist any longer. And their system doesn't allow them to just make, like, ad hoc changes. They have to be, like, bundle ABC, or bundle XYZ, or bundle whatever. They can't just be, like, this, and this for this price. They have to, like, follow the guidelines, essentially. Alright, now I'm out of pots. So now I think maybe I should consider going back. I wanted to go downstairs, but that's definitely not going to happen. Let's do, like, another mini loop, maybe? I should probably be intelligent and just head back at this point, but I really don't want to. I'm going to have to start actually, like, carrying potions, as annoying as that is. It's probably a good point. Especially I'm on, like, a PvP server, so, I mean, if somebody tried to take a shot at me, I should probably be able to at least semi-protect myself. As, again, as much of a pain as this is. Yeah, I'm gonna just clear out this area, clear out the one up to the north, and then loop through the middle, and then I'll go back. Assuming I don't, like, I don't know, start dying before that. Oh, hey, I'm dying. Yep, alright, we're done. I'm gonna kill this one, get the gold, and then we're gonna head back. How disappointing. How many Carniphila did I actually kill? Killing in the name of 41. Okay, you know, I didn't do that bad, come to think of it. I did not do that bad. Whoops. I totally forgot that they are all going to respawn when I go up there. This might be sort of bad. Yep, this is pretty bad. Don't die! Don't die, Leaf! Alright, now that I'm diagonal... Okay, yeah. Okay, so to be fair, I totally forgot that was going to happen. And then did not, like, move myself into a position that was a good idea there. Like, I totally could have handled that better, and I just didn't. So that wasn't actually as dangerous as I made it out to be. The problem was I'm just an idiot. Although now I have no mana. And low HP, and there's going to be Carniphila upstairs. This is kind of bad. This is kind of bad. On the upside, though, look at how much gold I have. There we go. Yeah, okay, well, this isn't great. This isn't great at all. Yes, kill the tiger. God, I'm gonna have to go through all those Carniphila on the way back. Or maybe I can try to... there's a Carniphila. Dude, I'm like... Yeah, I'm totally at the point where they can just, like, kill me if they shoot me twice. This is bad. I'm thinking the safest way for me to proceed right now is to the, Never Eat Soggy Wheaties to the west. Kind of go through Benetois and then go through there, but that means I'm going to have apes on me, and that could be dangerous too. But going south, where I know there's more Carniphila, where I'm going to have to go through the, oh great, a Carniphila. Where I'm going to have to go through the terrified elephants, is definitely not a better option. Alright, kill the Sabang. I can't. I don't have range on the Sabangs. I was just hunting the Sabangs on Sylvius. Okay, that's why I'm a little confused right now. I was trying to get ape furs to get an add-on for an outfit, just in case you were wondering. Might as well pick the stones up. They might be worth something here. Alright, I'm trying to save up enough mana for a Exuragran. Although, actually, I think that's a bad idea. Is that enough? Okay, that's a Conger. Conger we can deal with. I don't know if the Power Ring is worth anything. I'm going to venture a guess that it's not, so I'm not even going to bother with it. Okay. I think I'm outside of the... I don't think there's any Carniphila around here, so I don't need to worry about being able to cure paralyzation. So I can just kind of go for it at this point. Come on. Anyway, so as I was saying, finally I got a person who kind of could tell me like what was up and what the problem was. That happened last night, actually, after my like third or fourth call. Don't get blocked with 2 Congers hitting you. Please don't let that happen. There we go. That's a dead end. Didn't see that tree, that, like, branch right there, because of the Conger's hand. Seriously, like, am I just gonna miss this guy 1,000 times? Thank you, game. So anyway, the whole reason why this is that, you know, in my last video I mentioned how my aunt, like, moved in with me, right? So she's, she's getting Verizon service, because she used to have Verizon service. and she wants to keep her like phone number, which I don't know. Whatever. I don't know why I just wasted that on that. So I mean, whatever. She wants to keep her phone number. Okay, I don't care. I'm just gonna ignore him. Nope, I'm gonna kill him on the off chance that he... Okay. Maybe that was a bad idea. Kill the poison spider. Kill the stupid centipede. Kill the cobra. I was gonna say I was gonna kill him on the off chance that he would drop a ape fur, which would actually irritate me massively, because that's why Sylvius was hunting here, and Sylvius was not having a lot of luck. Honeycomb, I think those are pretty valuable in the server. Unlike, their going price on Olympa is like 200 gold. So yeah, she's trying to bring over her Verizon, and what she did was when she was, you know, booted, she suspended her service. So then the dude there was like, well, I'm going to get my own service. And they wouldn't let him get his service while her service was still there. So she had to like cancel her transfer. So she's trying to transfer, and they are just not understanding the what she's trying to get at, which is she wants 2 services in one house, and they're just like not able to grasp that. I'm pretty sure it's because like that doesn't make sense. Like, why would you, under normal circumstances, you wouldn't want to have 2 services in one house. Which, you know, makes sense, kind of. So each time she was, like, trying to do that, they were like, it can't happen. So they kept trying to cancel my service, which is why I ultimately called them last night to, like, because I needed to make sure they weren't going to cancel my service. But anyway, this was like a huge, pointless tangent, just for the record, because I just wanted to point out that I'm all like super tired because the Verizon technicians were supposed to come here at like 8 to 10 this morning, and they would probably need to get into my room, and you know, I work third shift, so 8 to 10 in the morning is kind of like exactly when I'm going to sleep. So I stayed up. Well, I took like a nap last night essentially, and then I stayed up trying to... I'm going to pick those up because those are worth some cash right there. Not the bug, the wasp. How much space do I have left? None? I have no space left? Alright, let's just throw the stones on the floor. Don't care. Alright. Back to my auto walking. So I'm all like super tired because I stayed up, and then the technician didn't come in the morning anyway because they still are trying to cancel my service. So then my aunt had to call and like yell at them for hours, and she's just been having a horrible time with them. The funny thing is though, every time I call and I'm just like, okay, here's the situation. They're like, oh, okay, we'll solve the problem. I mean, they're not solving my problem, but like, they're at least I'm able to like get people to understand my issue. Well, she was definitely having issues with that, but ultimately, the technician ended up coming at like 2:30 today, and then didn't leave until about 4:30. So I'm all like super tired, and then I have to go to work in 3 hours basically. And that's where I was going. But I also just wanted to point out that like I always liked Comcast. Comcast never did me wrong. Verizon totally has. I like Comcast. I don't know. Don't know. Alright. Now then, let's deposit. Do. Pick that up. Sell all this stuff. Do. Don't sell the bow. Alright. Put the creature products in there. We're going to price the tusks. Hopefully they're a good price. Let's see here. Tusk. How much? That's not bad. 3,000 is not bad. I'm going to sell mine at 2,750. Great. Did I get an apple? No, I didn't get a bag of apple. Did I put an offer in for the bag of apple, though? That's the question. Okay, I did put an offer in for the apples. Pick that up. Alright. We need potions. I'm definitely not going back in this video, by the way. This video is effectively over once I finish doing this stuff. I think I just want mana pots. I definitely need more than that, though. Alright. Oh, I forgot the honeycomb too. High withdrawal. Let's just withdraw, I don't know, 3,000. We'll just aim high for now, and then we'll work our way down. Okay, mana pots. Mana pots. Is that... Alright, let's go. I already have 5 on me. Let's go with 15. 15, I said. There we go. I think 20 is probably good. I mean, I was able to do with, what, like 4 health pots and 2 mana pots? So now I just want to buy my Royal Spears. Royal Spears. There we go. Bam. Spears. Good. And I want to check the honeycomb. I want to sell that also. Alright, honeycomb. Honeycomb. And then it takes me a million tries to click on it. Alright, I want to sell mine at... I'm just going to sell mine at 1,000. And I want to check trophy prices, actually. Trophy. I don't think I can sell all types of trophy. I'm pretty sure I can't sell Bone Beast trophies, for instance. But I should be able to sell Cyclops trophies. Wow, those are some unrealistic prices. Alright, I'm going to try to buy a few of them at 430. Let's go with 6 of them. And then I should also be able to buy... or sell Minotaur trophies. There we go. Oh, look at that. Profit. And then I'll buy some more at 360. I'm just going to buy full 11. I don't have enough money. What? So it let me do that, but then it doesn't. It tells me I don't have enough money. That's cool. Probably because I didn't have enough for the fee. Oh, am I selling them? No! Oh my god. I sometimes hate how this game operates. Well, I just wasted a bunch of money. That's cool. I mean, I didn't waste a lot, but I definitely I wasted 60 gold, which is what? The value of 2 of those that I purchased. That's still annoying. God, this game's annoying. Alright. I did not mean to do that. Put that back down there. Alright. I wanted to put those in there, and we're going to go sell my happy trophies real quick. I should have enough cap. It's a question of whether or not I have enough space, but I definitely have enough space too. Alright, we're good. So I'm going to go sell those, and then I'll end my video. And I'll heal myself too. So I don't know. That actually went pretty well. Carniphila actually seemed pretty viable. Carniphila again next video. I would like to not do badgers and mammoths again until I finish Carniphila. But assuming I am prepared and like do my Carniphila correctly, I think I can probably do 1 Carniphila run per video, which means I'd have to do like 2 or 3 videos in the same exact spot. So I'm gonna have to find like a quest or something I can do. We'll see though. We'll see how it goes. I'll look up some low-level quests that I could possibly do that I think are worthwhile, and I'll work from there. For now, though, like I said, I just want to sell these. Also, it would suck if I'm not capable of selling these yet. Trade? Good, I can sell them, though. Profit! We have profited. Alright, I'm actually just going to go to the training station, since I don't feel like walking all the way back there for now. So yeah, once we kind of get to here, I'll let you guys go. Meanwhile, people, you should like, favorite, comment, subscribe. You should check me out on Patreon. I don't have any weapons to attack this boss with. I was going to try. You should like me on Facebook. Check me out on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, whatever. You should check me out on Patreon, too. So far, only 1 person has donated $5 to me. Stardrop. He's a cool dude. Alright, folks. There's the one I want. I will see you guys later. How do I do this?